Guys, I could not be more excited. I'm about to listen to Darren Hayes' debut album titled Spin for the first time, and if you haven't already seen any of my other Darren videos, long story short, I love this man. That's pretty much it. On that note, I'm going to get right into this. If you'd like to see the full-length version of this video, you can do so on my Patreon, which is linked in the description. Alright, Strange Relationship.
I'm about to lose my mind. Is this just a waste of time? Keep acting like you own me. I keep running, watch me walking out that door. I keep holding on. Give me that strange relationship.
These harmonies have just extended my life by at least 5 years.
Keep holding on.
I'm sure of it.
I'm already gone. A brand new plan of attack, and in defense of that, you're hard to crack. You're way off track. I want you back. I want you gone.
The fact that nothing's clashing vocally just goes to show how much of a pro he is at stacking vocals and singing harmonies. It took its time, and the instrumentation was giving me a sort of alternative pop and R&B crossover, which I actually think suits his voice quite well. The harmonies during the chorus were the highlight of that song for me. I'm still not over how clean they were. Oh my gosh. Let's keep it going, Darren. Let's keep it going. No, of course I have reacted to Insatiable. Oh, there are no words indeed, Darren. The crazy thing about this song is, as great as his vocal is here, I always prefer hearing it live, which is just a credit to him as a vocalist and performer. That song is simply a classic, and having it this early in the album makes me even more curious of what's to come. Again, no pun intended. I'm sorry. I can't stop with the dirty jokes now. Oh, this is bad. Pull it together, Bryson. Pull it together. All right. We're going to go straight into Heart Attack. Actually, this intro is vaguely reminding me of Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. I almost said Paul Giamatti for some reason. I was thinking about the movie The Holdovers. Great movie, by the way, but that has nothing to do with Darren. You know, I blame the Oscars. It's like 2 days away, and I guess I just have films on my mind. I am quite enjoying those spacey synths in the background. Yes, guitar.
Taking everything back. No, there you go. There you go.
That outro could have kept going for another minute or two. He mentioned sleeping with the enemy and Heart Attack, and that's been the gist of these first 3 tracks, you know? Having it bad for someone who is bad, and not in the good way. Wow, that was confusing, but it also makes total sense. Anyways, the instrumentation on Heart Attack was absolutely incredible. Next up, I Miss You. Wow. That intro felt incredibly early 2000s. And I know that is when this album was released.
Why I'm feeling so blue, because I miss you. And this is all I wanna say. I guess I miss you, beautiful. These 2 words have said it all.
Some of these spacey sounds are reminding me a lot of William Orbit,
Guess I miss you, nothing's wrong.
which is a compliment.
Carry on.
William is one of my favorite producers ever, and actually Darren working with him would be iconic.
This is all I wanna say. I guess I miss you, beautiful. These 3 words have said it all. You know I miss you. I think about you when you're gone. I guess I miss you, nothing's wrong. I don't need to carry on. And when you're walking out that door, I know I miss you. You make me wanna ask for more. I just miss you. Yeah.
My goodness, was that song incredibly endearing. And I think the magic of that song is how vague it is, because it allows so many people to relate to it in so many different ways. Missing someone is one of the most shared experiences, so I'm not surprised by it being one of the bigger songs from this album. Alright, next up, Creepin' Up on You.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I found your address, got your phone number too. Visit all the stores where you buy all your clothes. Been to secret places you think nobody knows. Creeping up on you.
Okay, so
Creeping up on you.
loving the song melodically, however, whoever he's singing to should definitely get a restraining order. Darren, sweetie, you're sounding a bit murderous, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't think you've murdered anyone. I follow you on Instagram and it seems like you're just living peacefully with Huxley these days. Haven't heard anything about you going to prison, so that's nice.
Your haunt, spying on your friends to find out what you want. Drinking from a glass that you left on the bar. Follow you around, driving home in your car. Do I have to breathe without you? You feel it when I'm creeping up on you. I know that it would be right if I stayed on.
I don't know if I should feel shame for loving this song as much as I do.
No one else can love you like I do. I know you feel it when
But it could very well end up being one of my top tracks.
I know that it would be right if I stayed all night just to peek on you.
Yeah, that song was a banger. I never use that word, but that's what comes to mind. It was so catchy, and it sounds like an early 2000s song, but the production didn't sound dated. Well, in terms of the sound quality, that's one of my favorites. Don't know what that says about me, but it is what it is. Next up, Dirty. Oh boy, should I be scared? I guess I should be after creeping up on you. Oh, great. Already hearing moaning. Okay, that's a clever play on words. I see you, Darren. Wait a second. No, I have to stop, because I just heard him say something about a Scorpio. Okay, so he did indeed say Scorpio. I've been told you're my most compatible ride, and I'm a Scorpio, Darren. Just saying.
Ooh, could you do that again? You made me wanna bam, 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 bam. Shut the blinds, baby, let the door slam. Yeah.
I was waiting for that guitar to come back in. That little instrumental outro at the end of Dirty was giving me very early 80s Depeche Mode synth pop vibes, and that would have been a perfect way to transition into Crush 1980 Me. But I digress. Again, what a chorus, and the production overall was high quality. This is also the halfway point of the album, so I'm very curious to see if there are any noticeable changes sonically and or lyrically with these last 6 songs. All right.
1980 me.
Ready?
You know, what's wild? What's wild about this album so far is that it can just go from being an R&B once again killing the vocal layers. Crush is just as fun as I remember, and I'm still left wondering how on earth he was able to fit so many references in one song so comfortably. I'd be very curious to know how long it took him to write that one. Next up, Good Enough. Already liking this sound.
If I woke up late, couldn't get out of bed, if I bought you a cafe latte instead, I never really cared cause there were shoes on my toes. And motherly love, I knew it like the back of my hand. She always had a way to make me understand. I could be good enough, I could be good enough.
This song is so pretty. Once again, very endearing.
Too afraid to drop my name for fear of decline. Could you tell me I'm good
be fair, I don't think you should name drop unless you're absolutely sure it will work in your favor.
I'd be good enough.
I swear, something about Darren being so vulnerable always gets me right in the feels. That's why I loved Good Enough, and also why I love Darkness and Bloodstained Heart so much. Alright, next up, I Can't Ever Get Enough of You.
There's a symphony and a melody that plays whenever you're around. I think I've been found. I can see the sun and I can feel the rain. I can hear the wind call your name. I can feel your love, but there's one thing I can't do. I can't ever get enough of you.
Wow.
No, I can't.
Another insane chorus. I'm not surprised.
know in the past can't count all the colors I see in your eyes, and why your heart beats in mine. It's true. I can't ever get enough of you.
That bridge might be my favorite on the album.
It's filled with so many things, but nothing compares to the touch of your skin. There's a symphony and a melody that plays whenever you're around.
I mean, that song was perfection, in my opinion. I am not exaggerating, that's how I feel about it after that initial listen. I was a big fan of the verses melodically, and then that chorus came in with the harmonies in the background, which were so freaking tight, and the guitars, oh my gosh. And that bridge was the cherry on top. Next up, Like It or Not.
I've been broken, shut down and useless. Look down and it's only you. And now I'm standing out of town waiting to connect to another plane. And if I told you I just canceled my flight to America, would you call me insane? Everything I am is
Yes, I would.
contained into the contents of a Samsonite bag.
The only reason I'd call him insane is because
You like it or
that would mean he's turning down an opportunity to be closer to me.
I've been
And as a fan, why would I not want that?
been put off. I've been held up, pushed and shoved around. Me locked up 2 suitcases and I'm
Also, am I supposed to know what a Samsonite bag is? I feel like I should, but no clue.
And when does the warning light appear before a man breaks? Mine is a restless heart, don't try to fix it. You know sometimes
I'm usually not too affected by people singing with a lot of breath. Very few artists get me with that, and Darren's one of them. Next up is What You Like.
hand in hand we float across the room. Explosion deep inside. And cheek to cheek, there's clouds under my feet. There's only you and I. Please tell me what you like. Does that feel nice? Give me a sign. If you love
Sorry for the silence, guys.
Thank you, my friend, for making me feel alive. Please
I'm just mesmerized by his voice right now.
give me a sign. If you love it, I can do it again. I know I can do it. Give me one more chance, baby. Here I am. Oh, please tell me what you like. Does that feel nice? Give me a sign.
That was,
I can do it again.
oh my gosh,
We've got the
perfect place to take out the instruments. Well, the drums.
what you like, that feels nice. Give me a sign. If you love it, I can do it again. Yeah, yeah.
Whew, okay, it's going to take me a moment to get over that song. Well, actually, no, just to process it. I don't want to get over that song. I thought it was incredible, and I was fighting the urge to jump out of my seat. Lastly, we have Spin, the title track.
Government elected, nobody votes. Politically correct, isn't that a joke? We censor music, then give children guns. CNN still fighting to death for Jerusalem. Four-letter disease still makes us run. Can't comprehend that you can die from love. Can start things over and change your mind.
Sorry, it's just hitting me that this album came out in 2002, and pretty much everything he said in those first few lines could be applied to what's going on currently in the world, which is, yikes.
Move your feet, make your heart skip a beat. Can a simple tune flow through you? When the music feels like this, and you lose control, you gotta go with it. 10 feet high, flying above the sky. Problems don't exist when music feels like this.
I am detecting some sarcasm.
Starving to death in Bosnia.
I'm sorry, that line, "we think real life is reality TV," just got me because he just perfectly described Twitter in a song from 2002. Oh, Darren.
Above the sky, problems don't exist when music feels like this. DJ, take control and grab a hold of me. Let the music in, 'cause music should feel like this.
I'm so glad that I was able to hear that song on his debut album, because that puts into perspective even more how much of an activist Darren is. Like I said, I follow him on Instagram, and after listening to his homosexual album, I know he is not in any way, shape, or form afraid to share his opinions, and I love him for that. And having this added context makes me even happier to be a fan of his, because he's been doing this since the very beginning, it seems. So that's another side of him that I feel like I'm getting a much better look at. And funnily enough, that song reminded me a bit of Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen. Both of those songs touch on politics, but in a sarcastic way. And I always appreciate an artist more for approaching those serious topics in a non-preachy way. I've said this before, and I will continue to say it. The best way to get a more serious message across is to hold up a mirror to the problem with your art, instead of just preaching about what's right and what's wrong. But that's just my opinion. I don't have any favorites to list because I enjoyed all 12 tracks. That said, I certainly prefer some tracks to others. My current top 3 would have to be Creepin' Up on You, I Can't Ever Get Enough of You, and What You Like. But Dirty gets an honorable mention because that track was also fire. Let me know your thoughts on this album and any memories you have of it, as well as your top 3 tracks. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.